His Royal Highness the Deputy King Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Qudaibiya Palace. The cabinet commended the outcomes of the meeting held in Egypt between His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the President of Egypt Abdel Fattah Al Sisi, the President of the UAE His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and the King of Jordan His Majesty King Abdullah II bin Al Hussein. The cabinet stressed the importance of such meetings in cementing strategic relations between the four countries, with stronger cooperation and coordination to unite efforts and overcome common regional challenges. As part of His Majesty the King's directives to further improve education services, His Royal Highness announced a Parent Induction Day to be held by public schools. The induction will introduce parents to educational and administrative bodies, where they will be given a folder with information of the new academic year. For more, based on His Majesty the King's directives and His Royal Highness's orders in preparation for the reinstatement of in-person learning across all educational institutions, each folder will contain a voucher for guardians with children in public schools to purchase school stationery and supplies. Amid the start of the 2022-23 academic year, the Cabinet extended its best wishes to students and educational and administrative bodies for a successful school year. The Cabinet urged the continuation of the initiatives to further enhance the educational system and services in public schools. The Cabinet approved the comprehensive update for the attention of university degrees and academic qualifications. The update will facilitate the employment process for citizens and take into account the necessary attestation needs of academic qualifications for specialized professions in the fields of medicine, engineering and others in accordance with their relevant procedures. The Cabinet expressed its deepest condolences to Pakistan and the families of the victims of the floods and torrential rains caused by the unprecedented monsoon rains that swept a number of areas, and wished a speedy recovery to those who were injured. The Cabinet then approved the following: a memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs regarding a draft law ratifying the loan and guarantee agreements between the Government and the Kingdom of Bahrain and the Abu Dhabi Fund for Development to finance a project in developing water transmission networks associated with the second phase of a Dur power and water plant. A memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs on the ratification of the framework agreement and the agency and guarantee agreements between the Government of the Kingdom of Bahrain and the Islamic Development Bank. The agreements aim to finance the second phase of the project, which includes the improvement, transportation and distribution of water from the El Dur power water plant. A memorandum by the Minister of Housing and Urban Planning regarding the acquisition of real estate for public use to provide necessary spaces for urban development and housing projects. A memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs regarding the Government's responses to 3 proposals and a law proposal submitted by the Council of Representatives, as well as a law proposal submitted by the Shura Council. The Cabinet then took note of a number of ministerial reports regarding the visits of a number of ministers to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The Cabinet also took note of the foreign participation of the ministers and the visits of foreign delegations to the Kingdom of Bahrain for the month of September 2022.